Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
They feed him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Jones to throw. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you bring more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Looking for a block. It's O'Brien. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you got to have your big boys up front, creating you some time, buying you some time, and he starts all the way on the right side, comes to the left. What do you have to see? You have to see the coverage as you come across the formation. He runs to green grass, finds space, QB leads him. Nice, big, explosive play for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see it through the coaching staff.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got it.
Going for it all. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intent.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And more yards after contact. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Jones to throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This offense has a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking for space. It's fired. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's O'Brien. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point...
And that pass intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's and knocked down. Now on second down after the short completion.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And that one's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it on the counter. Heritage trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Using his feet to buy time. And the ball squirted out.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Off play action. The freshman able to get home with the sack. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Jones wants to throw it. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the move, it's O'Brien. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll take the deep shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Jones to throw. Finds a man by himself. Got a lot of running room. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. He's going for the big play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Steps away. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives
as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They scored.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, Let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
On the return, it's O'Brien. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They go to the counter. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on second down for this offense. The play-action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's not afraid to go deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Hawaii's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Feeling some heat. Keeps the play going. Trying to make magic with his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's O'Brien. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play.
He's going for it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get to it. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll run the option, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
I think to be a good third-down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front.
And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll bring it back. It's O'Brien. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to go deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be looking to run. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes his connection.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it to the right.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 28 to Washington. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. The number 1 job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Silva. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Runs through the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick handoff. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You talk about flipping a script. How about this defense? Great job. Tie game. Everything on the line. Making a big play. Getting to him. Forcing the safety and getting the football back. There's still time on the clock, but that was a game-changing play.
They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap. To kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking to pass on second down. And they couldn't hold off the... A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to power it in. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking for a crease, it's John. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Off play action on 1st down. Still on his feet. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. 2nd down now after the sack. Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. Right down the middle. Got his man. Hard-hitting tackle. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back in.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Trying to bully their way in. Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the fourth quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Give to the back. Gets them away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into this.
Looking for a huge play. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He lets it. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's O'Brien. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. First snap in the red zone on this drive. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown Tigers. And they grab the advantage
4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Trying to barge their way in. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Gets away from 1, finds room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
Still running at the 40. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Get hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.